and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. And this video has changed before its actual production. So the idea for today's video was to sort out these square AB diamonds that I got from Fansales a while ago. It was before Christmas. They have been sat waiting. Oh, hang on, I'm just losing a packet I went in earlier. Yeah, so I've had these for a while. I did pull them out, I think, for one of my paint gem sets to have a look for any colours that I could use in those. And that's partly why I got them, was an idea to have some more diamonds for using. Oh, these have actually gone a bit further than I thought. For using with my paint gem minis. It is the most common way that I reuse drills since I finished my Heaven and Earth Design massive project. On that project I did use up a load of normal DMC spare drills, but my main way now is actually using ABs to add little highlights and accents to my paint gem minis. So I have quite a few square ones. You will have seen them in previous videos. I keep them on this book ring, even when I only have a few. Compared to having loads, I keep them on these, and I have a little rack that sits on the bottom. If you've seen my craft room tour, I have a pegboard to the right of me, and there's a little rack that slips in the headboard, in the pegboard. I have my rounds, my squares. I have some neon rounds. I have some neons in square, with a couple of extras for glow in the dark and sort of what's called ice AB diamonds. I also have some square crystal ones as well that all sort of sit up on this little rack. Now, my idea was to get a load more bags and book rings, get all my ABs into bags and book rings, and potentially move my neons and ABs off this little rack, because it is full with what it's got on it now. Move them off to somewhere else, yet undecided, and have it just squares, because they're the ones that I grab you know, pretty much most times I'm kitting up a paint gem, provided the set warrants a little bit of extra sparkle. I say it's my favourite way to use them up. And however, I am filming on a weekend, ready for the upcoming week's videos, and I did the unboxing of this, so you're actually getting a sneak peek. This is my Fansales unboxing for Friday, and you will see a little light bulb go on in my head while I'm unboxing this. So say little sneak peek. I will pop a link to it down below, provided I've remembered. If not, give me a shout and I will do it. But this holds the little bottles. So the tiny bottles, not the bigger ones. So these are the same as is in my Paint Gem 30 bottle case. And there is 70 plus bottles in here. And I thought how much prettier it would be, and potentially easier, to pull this out with pretty ABs to match up for my paint gem. So much easier than spreading out these bags, which I now have multiples. Sometimes I have the blues together, sometimes I don't. So say my plan was to rejig when I added all these in, and maybe put yellows and oranges together, blues and purples together, you know, pinks and reds together, neutral colours together. And that was my idea. And I may still do that as well, but I actually think I'm going to concentrate on this today instead. So I'm doing I am still going to do a little bit of both. I did a test on the little kitting up video and I can't fit all of them in one of these small pots. These bags actually hold more than you think. So while there is still room in this pot, it's not going to fit all of them. So I've just filled it to a nice level. And this is then going to go to the side until I decide what to do with all the rest of them. Because if I have all my squares in here, then I may decide to do another photo box with my extras or my others. I'm going to work that one through in my brain over the next few weeks. But I know I love the idea of having these little pots, because what I can do is then I can just pull out the pots and pot them with my paint gems. They may not fit in the bottom as nice as some others, and in fact I will need the ABs out of this Doors edition for this project to make sure I've done them all. But at the moment, if you can see, they just sit in the bottom in bags. The pots may not, let me move those. No, the pots won't let this close with the pots in the bottom. So that is a little bit disappointing. However, I'm just going to have to find a way around that, I think. Because I love this idea so much. And I think it will work really, really well for the purposes of being able to pick the colours that will go nice with the paint gems. I could potentially do a big case, but I think these smaller pots will be a lot easier to see, especially the way I'm planning on setting it up. So I have got myself another set of DMC. It's actually raining outside. It's only on the plastic though. I've got myself a set of purple just for numbering up these bottles. I've still got my blue and my pink, so I put any Diamond Art Club numbers on at the same time, so that when I'm dekitting a Diamond Art Club I can just look and do it either way. So those are going to stay for the bags, and I may well, yet undecided, put the rest of these into those bags, or I may make a photo box of it. But what my thought is with these, where is that small bag now? Where have I gone and put that? The bag I'd already opened. I've just had hold of it. That's not it. No, that's a different colour. Okay, I'm putting stuff down now in places I don't know. I'll put them in here. I was like that then. What else have I had opened? The only other thing I've had opened is this paint gem, and I've managed to put them in there. Okay, so this one is 842. So my thought is, with the purple set of square DMC stickers, is to get the 842 but not put it on the top, because then that covers it up and I can't see them all, is to put it on the side. So I'm going to have, that's not straight, so that'll annoy me if it's not straight. So yeah, maybe I should have got the round ones. They don't show unstraightness as easy. That's better. It's not ideal, but it's better. To put them on the side, so I don't need to see what colour they are, what number they are. I need to see colour, and then I can pull out the colours, maybe then check the numbers, check them for a closest match. Because ABs do tend to have a little bit of a different look to them than the standard diamonds do. So you can get away with the colour not being exactly the same. when you do it. So yeah, that was my random thought. If you watch my Fancels unboxing on Friday, you will be able to see where the sort of daylight comes in as I'm filming it, as to how this might work. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some of each of these into here so that I can get a nice pretty selection purely for picking my paint gems from, and then I will have a think over the next few weeks of what I want to do with my ABs. Otherwise, I may well just keep them on bags and book rings. I may end up getting a photo box, another photo box maybe. Dangerous that, isn't it? End up with a different coloured one. I do have one for my special diamonds, and again, that's not one I go in very often. But maybe, yeah, maybe I'll have a little bit of a rejig, because that special diamonds photo box, which is this one, it's a little half-size one. I actually got it in the States, would you believe, from Michaels. I may add these in with, mix my ABs and my specials together, like mixed but not mixed, put them into a bigger box, and maybe use this small one for my cover paper. I don't know, my cover paper packets could potentially fit quite nice in there. They definitely fit in that way quite nicely, but I do also want to put them in these, so they would fit in like that, lined up. I don't know. Anyway, that's why I'm gonna let it process through my head, but I am definitely gonna go with the flow with this, because I do think that when I am picking ones for paint gem, which is the main thing, I think this is going to be a really, really nice way to do it. I keep spotting the odd ones, because obviously when I've, in my excitement of doing these in the Fancels unboxing, I've made a bit of a mess, and I've done a couple of videos since, so I've moved them all out of the way and then brought them back. So that bag is done with for now. I say second stage will come at some point once I've figured out exactly what I want to do. What I might do for the paint gem is I do have this. So this is a very, very tiny little 7 bottle holder. I got this is off AliExpress years and years ago. I got this. I did actually use it when I have a pot that, say, I'm using a 60 bottle case and the painting has 65, then this would go with it. But the bases of the bottles are the same size. So I could pop the base in here and have that as my ABs to go with paint gems, and it's not too big. It's not as nice as putting the packets in the bottom, but I think it would work. I don't think I have, no, see, this Doors edition has far too many colours for me to be able to use one of these pots. So maybe in the future I'll use one of these for the ABs and just tip them out of these little pots and tip a few into them. But this one has far too many colours for it. My initial thought when I got this, when I ordered this case, this storage from Fancels, to show you as a little bit of different type storage, my first thought was actually to use this for Paint Gem Minis, because these are the same size bottles that are in the Paint Gem case, and it works so well when it has less than 30 colours. So let's sort out my Paint Gem ones first and get them put to one side so that I don't confuse myself even more. So I want 602, which is this one that I'm using for my Paint Gem. And as long as I get that on straight, I'll be happy. So 602. And I'll tip in some until it's sort of a nice level. There is more in the bag than will fit in one of these pots, and then I'll pop this in here and I'll use this little case for my ABs. Then I've got a 210. This is an original bag. I was just checking I didn't have any from Fancels because there is not many of these at all. These will actually be easier to work from as well out of these little pots, because on the Paint Gem Minis I do only tend to use a couple of diamonds at a time. I've actually used up some colours completely ran out of some colours because I've used them all up on a paint gem. But I do only tend to do 1 or 2, so it would be kind of nice to be able to just dip my pen in the pot to get that 1 or 2 that I want. Okay, then we have 3766. So 3766. Maybe that'll actually give this a little bit more wiggle room as well if I have a couple in with the paint gems. Okay, this is where it gets fun. We've got a little bit of static on these ones. Oh, okay, we've got a lot of messing about. So let's just get them out of the packet because I'm getting them all out rather than just a few. And some of these that I only have a few of are just left over from kits, from various kits. Could be anything from Diamond Art Club, Diamond Art Studio, Dreamers Designs, True Deals, Fancels. Could be from any which company. Oh, I also had a few. I had an actual full-on AB painting from, is it Row Diamonds? Maybe? It was ages ago. Okay, put that stopper in before I make a mess. I think I've got all of those, yes. So let's pop those in, and then we've got 666. So I've got quite a few reds here, so I am just going to check. I have got some here from Fancels. Of course, I've just heard a diamond go pitter-patter somewhere. So let's pop that one on. Let's pop these in here. Try doing it over the tray. That's the reason I got the tray out. And then I'm going to fill up this. So I'm definitely not going to fit, say, all the diamonds in this pot, in this tray. But I do think it will be very nice to sort of see the colours. Okay, so the 4 that I'd picked out for doors, I have now popped in there. And if I come across the numbers anywhere else, if the stickers are gone, I know I've already labelled them up. So now what I want to do is I want to go through these, but I think I also want to check the Fancels as I go along. This is where it's going to get entertaining. So, shall we go? Let's go for greens, because they're standing out at me, are quite easy to check. So I've got 4 green colours here. I've got 701 in both. So let's do that one. 701. Pop my little sticker on. Pop some into here. Now, even some of these in bags, I have more than you'd class as getting as leftovers from kits, and that's because I have also had some extras from the likes of Diamond Art Studio. They've sent us some of theirs, which I've then since moved into sets. So they're blues, blacks, darks, greys, neutrals. That's an empty bag. That's a blue, but I don't know what blue it is. Got another green here. Purples, yellows, pinks. That's an empty one. That's one I've used up. Orange, blues, pinks, pinky purples, reds, yellows, blues. No, that isn't that one. But I did want to double check because that's a cross between sort of a bluey, greeny colour. Then I've got my whites, can go in my neutrals. Okay, so I've split all those up into sort of colour groups. I've got all my empty bags, all my done bags are thrown over here at the moment. And then I will make these all pretty later. Some of these bottles are the wrong way up, so I am making sure when I pull them out, they're all the right way up. Okay, so 704 and 906, neither of those are in here already. So 704. Nice bright lime green. Maybe I'll go back to red in a minute and try and do them in some sort of rainbow order. I'm going to see how many I can move into here. So maybe I'd be able to keep my Bag on Book Rings diamonds down a bit, so less bags hung up, if I only put in them the diamonds that I have lots and lots of. Because like this bag now, I'm able to empty all this bag into this pot. So I don't have a need for the bag because there's only a few. So if this is my primary spot, I'll be able to shift a few bags, and then the fan sales ones that I need new bags for can take their place. Maybe that's how I'll work. That can be my overstock, and then I won't need to mess with it again apart from just labelling up some bags. Okay, 906. There's always a few that just like to sit on the side of the ridge on the bags, which has never been a problem when I'm just getting a few out for a paint gem. But it does like to test me when I'm trying to get them all out. Okay, so throw those over there. Tip these down. Okay. Get the lid on straight, and it might actually go straight. Now I need to finish a paint gem so I can kit up another paint gem, because this is going to be so much fun when it's kitted up, when it's done this way. Anybody else feel when they find, like, you know, a way that works to maybe store things or to have things, that you're just itching to be able to also use it because it works so well? I can just imagine after kitting up the Doors paint gem and trying to see through all the different colours, which ones that I had, especially pinks, because then I pulled out these Fansels diamonds as well. But how much nicer is it going to be just to look in the tops? And that's why I'm putting my stickers on the side. I very much want to be able to look in the top and see. How many stickers I've got left will tell me whether it's a colour I've got already. So I'm not sure how it will work going forward when I de-kit any ABs. Then again, I have my logbook. Oh, that's a thing. I'm going to have to update my logbook with any ABs that I have. So I do have that as a reference. I do also have my sticker sheet as a reference. I'm actually thinking my logbook, see? As I talk through it with you guys, that's when it comes more forefront as well. I do need to update my logbook with these. So if I already had them and already had a bag of diamonds for them, I've just tipped the extras in. Well, they won't need to go in my logbook because they already are. So all of these bags where I have some left over, I will update my logbook with those bags when we're done. Okay, so that's the greens, but now I do kind of feel like I need to do it in a little bit of a rainbow order. Rainbow-ish. I'm probably going to get the rainbow wrong, so don't hold it against me already. But that's a ready pink. That's more of an orange. They're more orangey. This is where it gets a very grey area as well when it comes to ABs. So 3, 2, 1. I don't have any others of. I've already done 666 as well, don't forget. That's already been put in with my paint gems. So let's do 3, 2, 1, and then we'll do these other ones that are a little bit more ready than pinky. Are you going to actually all go into the tub? Maybe not, maybe. Oh, they did. Good little diamonds. Pretty little diamonds. Okay, 817. Let's pop some of those in. Oh, I think this is going to look so pretty when it's done. It's probably going to be one of those that's going to take me a lot longer than what I thought. I thought this would be a shortish video this month. Not like a full-on breakdown. But I think it's actually going to be longer than a breakdown. Because I forget how long it takes to put diamonds into little pots. But I'm going to be so happy when it's done. So 606. Let's pop these in. Oop. Filled that one up a little bit more than I have been filling the others up, but I'm not tipping them back into the bag. As long as I can get the lid on, I'm not going to that extreme. They look very, very similar as well. 3801. Can't see the number for looking. 3801. Say it's a little bit borderline whether that's a pink, but I think it's looking rather red. Not bright red, but still rather red. So I'm going to put it in with my reds. Okay, now we've got oranges. So let's see. Oh, I actually don't have 740. I thought that was going to be straight away a number that I have, but it isn't. Neither's 972, neither's 720. So we've got 5 oranges to put in here. Let's start with 740. And then I've actually got 741 and 742 as well. So 740. There is quite a few different selections of these on Fansales as well. Like different sets that you can choose from. So I might have to have a look at which set this was and maybe get another. 741. I've only got a few of these. These are from a Diamond Art Club, and I can tell they probably are, though there's not many of them. Having said that, again, this could be one that I have used in a paint gem already. Because I've done a few. In fact, Ocean, I used an orange in. So I have more than likely used the rest of these on paint gems. But because I don't change that many, while there might not be enough for me to do all the paintings, all of my paint gem set with that colour changed, I don't change the colour on all of them. I change the colour on little accents that I think are worth highlighting. So quite often I could change the orange on one painting but not change it on another, and therefore that's fine. I only need that many for one painting if I'm not doing it on the whole set. So 972. Let's go. Try and get hold of the bag properly so that I've actually got a chance of getting them in. Get those in there. How pretty. Can we see the vision? Can we see the vision and how good this is going to look? Okay, then I have 720. So I'm not putting these in any particular DMC order. I'm going with sort of colour order. I want them to look kind of good as they're going in. Kind of pretty. So 720 in as an orangey. Okay, then let's go for yellow. So I've got 3 yellow here. I've actually got a bag that I could have done with updating the sticker. I have got the stickers in the house now. And in fact, I wasn't going to update that one, but I've got 444 here, so I will do. So let me do this tub first. So 444. Let's put in some of these. Because I won't need to update my logbook with these because I will have already done it with the other set. And then get hold of it. Tip those into there. As my extras. I'm not even going there with drop diamonds now because that's getting extreme. Let me grab my blue squares, which is what I normally use. And I'm going to try and keep these out of the way, just update stickers that whole transition from having the shop in its new space. My AB stickers, or my pack of DMC stickers, AB stickers, moved into the shop because it was holding other shop stuff at the same time. And every time I was de-kitting something with ABs in, I completely forgot before the video started to go and get them and to remember to bring them in from the shop. Trying to peel a sticker off when there's diamonds underneath is awful. Right, get out of the way. Okay, stickers off, proper stickers on. Doesn't that look better? Yeah, the amount of times I forgot, and it is not practical to go and get something in the middle of filming, so it just ended up staying there. Right, I'm trying to work out, I've got piles where I'm sort of throwing rubbish and bits. Try and rein it in. Okay, none of the rest of these are the same. So let's start with sort of the next brightest, which is 165. I'm sure this will get a jumbled mess soon enough. But if it at least looks pretty by the time I finish this video, I'll be happy. I'm just going to tip these out into here. Use the tray for what it's for, it's quicker. And when I sort out the rest of the diamonds in the bag, what I might actually do is, I think the amount of bags that I'm emptying into here at the current rate that I'm going, I think I might just put the rest of these bags into those grey silver bags. So I might just do that as a little project this evening. Actually no, I'm diamond painting this evening. I might just sit on it for a bit and I'll see. If I don't do another video on it, I will show you guys what I've done if it ends up being something boring. So if I do end up putting them into silver bags and hanging them up on my pegboard, I won't do a video on it because you guys have already seen that. I've already got a video on that. If I end up deciding to put them into a photo box and actually put all of those diamonds together, then I will do a video on like a full-on storage box from start to finish type thing, and I'll do it that way. I think all these are going to fit. I'm hoping they are because I've tipped them all out of the bag, but we'll see. Because I do have, now I know when I'm actually de-kitting a painting, if I've only got this pot for it, I may just have to use my logbook a little bit more to reference whether it's worth me looking for the colour in here or not. So if my logbook says I already have that diamond, then that diamond colour, then I will hunt it down in here and just narrow it down by colour. If my logbook says I don't have it, then I'll know to just use an empty one, if I have an empty one to use. Okay, what colour's supposed to come after yellow? Or am I just going by, see there's the Rainbow Song, and then there's the actual order that rainbows are supposed to go, and they're both different. So the only diamond that didn't make it in was a rogue blue one, so we'll get rid of that onto the floor. So let's go green next. Just, it's probably not supposed to be, and I'm going to do this 3756 because while it's not fully green, it's got a hint of green. So 3756. That's another one that I've not put a proper sticker onto. I'll sort out my proper stickers as well. I was going to do it straight away, but I might just do it later, when I'm actually sorting out where they're going to go permanently. Yeah. let's one project at a time, Rebecca. Let's focus, focus, focus. Okay, green. Let's go for blue. So if I pull out all the blue ones from Fan Cells, that's purple. That's a dark blue. So if I get all the blue ones, say I may reshuffle in a bit, keep that brown one to one side. And let's double check any of the numbers. I have loads of blues in here. I do actually have my fairy dust ones as well. And I do want them in here because I do think they would make a very, very nice addition to the diamonds, to my Paint Gem minis. So I'm going to spread these out and I'm going to go for the pale ones first. So 809, I don't have any 809 there. So this is another one. I've actually made this sticker. This one has been dekitted recently. I'm actually not sure what painting from. It's very recent. But I've dekitted so many paintings over this last week or so that I actually don't know which one it is. This is one since Christmas possibly, or maybe it was between Christmas and New Year. Could have been a Dream of Designs maybe. I'm guessing so because I haven't put a Diamond Art Club number on it. Okay. 809, we're in. That's a paler one. Also, this 3766. 3766. Why have I not got 3766? Is it not 3766? Oh, no, I've already done 3766. The colours, the numbers gone. Or is it 3767? Oh, where's the sticker gone? I'm losing it. So we've got 3765 and then I go to 3768. So is it 3777? I don't remember that number. I'm just trying to have a look now at all the other numbers that are on here. No, I've got nothing that starts 37. Okay, I'm confused now. I've got 3756, but that's that one. That's the only... Oh, hang on, I have my Paint Gem sets, don't I? My Paint Gem ones. Okay, hang on. What was in here? 602, 210, here it is, 3766. I'm not going totally crazy. So 3766, because the Diamond Dust Drills use the same colour as the ABs, we could end up with two of the same number. So, oh, that makes me think now. Do I also put these in here so I could use Fairy Dust or ABs? The answer is yes, while I've used that one. But what I do need to do is I do need to create myself a sticker for it, because I do not have anywhere near enough Fairy Dust Drills to even think about giving them their own colour of DMC stickers. I haven't used grey as a colour in the small stickers. I haven't used green as a colour in the small stickers. So there are plenty of colours I could use. And if I end up with more of these glitter drills, then I will decide to have a different colour for them. But at the moment I have one. And this was from my mystery painting from Diamond Art Club. Okay, I had proper confusion then for a bit. So I'm going to pop these in my paint gem with the others, because I think it'd be nice to see what those glitter drills look like on the others. Okay, back to blues. I've got a blue here that I don't know what colour it is. For the purposes of paint gem, I don't mind not knowing what colour it is, because I match it up to the drills, and depending on what image it is, provided the image itself hasn't got a lot of shading, which it doesn't tend to have when it is such a small painting, doesn't have a huge amount of shading. As long as it matches around the colours, then I'm happy to use it. So that can go in. Just making sure I take out all these bottles that are upside down. Take myself out a little row actually allows me to move a little bit freer. Okay, what should we go for next? Oh, I've actually got 2 bags of 996 here, and I have 996 here. So we have 996 Crazy in ABs. It's a very popular AB colour. So 996. We'll bob this one in. Don't know why I've ended up with 2. Not going to argue though. It was a very, very good price for these ABs, and it helps boost my selection because I'm actually using them. Oh, I don't know why I'm sealing that up. Because my brain is not quite working correctly. What I want to do is put them in here. Because I don't want the same colour in multiple different, like, you know, hugely multiple different places. Ideally, in an ideal world, I would have ABs that filled the pot and no more, and I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with that amount of ABs. I use a few, I don't use loads. Okay, 3846. There's my next sort of brightest. That's a purple as well. It's more of a purpley blue. I'm not going to fit all of these in, but I can at least top the pot up nicely. Not full to the brim, just nice enough to see what I have. How good does this look? Right, then we have 995. Another sort of very popular colour in ABs. That and sort of the whites. I love white ABs. I think they're so special, so good at just adding that little bit of flair. The likes of these pale colours as well, I think are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, then I'm going to go for 3760. 3760. Add this one in. And I must have been waffling for a while because my card's saved again. This is one of those. I'm going to finish this video, and because I came in here to film this one, going, it's the last video I need to film, because I did actually film my whip and waffle for Thursday before this one. Primarily because that's normally one of my longer videos. And my whip and waffles tend to be my longer videos out of them all. So I like to do those first on a weekend, sort of while my potential energy and chatting levels are higher. Plus, if I do run out of time for whatever happens in the house today, my energy level, I then only have shorter videos that I need to find to do at a different time. So it's always easier to fit in a shorter video in an evening than it is a long one, for example. But I didn't quite realise how long this one would be. So when I came in to do this video, I was like, oh yeah, only one more. Then I can sit down, do some diamond painting while my videos are... Sorry, edit the videos, and then while they're sort of uploading and getting themselves ready in a format to upload to YouTube, I can diamond paint. And time is getting later and later. But that's fine, because this is going to be so pretty when it's done. And it wouldn't surprise me either, knowing myself, when I have done this, as to whether I will actually potentially put ABs in more paintings, if I can see them. Probably still only smaller ones. I just find that a little bit easier. But I still think I potentially would put ABs in more paintings if it's easy to see. If I've got it, grab it, add it in. Okay, so 820 I already had, so that's a nice one to top up. And then we have 823. Not sure how quickly I would use this one, mainly because it's a very dark colour. I much prefer the paler colours than the darker colours for AB placement, or at least the mid colours. But it's good to have in, because you never know what painting you're going to have. If you have a painting that has got a lot of dark, then it would be potentially nice to add some of those in as a little bit of an extra splash. Right, let's move on to purples. So 211, just checking there's nothing there that looks remotely purple. So we've got 211 as the first one to add in. Not many of those. I think I've used these in Paint Gems before as well. That, or it may be that small AB painting that I mentioned before that I had. The actual the painting was all ABs, but the painting itself was only like 15 by 15 centimetres. It was not a big painting at all. So I was never going to have many left over due to the size of it. These do have a little bit of static, but that's okay, because when I've not got lines to deal with in my trays, I find a little bit of a knock and a nudge in the right direction sorts it out. Okay, 3835. 3835. A handful of diamonds, if any. And they're not going to go straight in, are they? No. Bloody heck. He just got stuck on the ridge of the bag and did not want to go in a nice, orderly fashion. 552. Or is it? No, it is 552, not 522. Too many fives and too many twos. Too many 2252s. Trying to see as well, I actually haven't got any doubles in purples, so these purples from Fancells are all new to me, which is kind of nice, because pinks and purples are very nice colours to add as ABs. Thinking, again, Paint Gem, if you've got the likes of the doors, probably too many diamonds to do it that way. The likes of the doors with flowers around them, any of the designs with flowers and things, that I'm finding the pinks and the purples are what I gravitate to a little bit, because of those colours and the fact that flowers and pretty things like that look nice with ABs on. Okay, I think these aren't going to fit. I have quite a few of these. I also did bling up, I think this colour I have a lot, because one of my subscribers was extremely kind and bought me some ABs to put in my winter tree painting that I did as an advent event painting. How was 4 years ago? I think it was 4 years ago, and she bought me some of the AB colours to change up some in my winter tree painting, and it looked so good. But the ones that she did, I have a really decent stash of, because she was so generous to make sure that I got enough to finish the painting. She got me loads of them. Okay, 550. 550, and then purples are done. We're nearly there, people. Nearly there to having a very pretty tray of AB diamonds. It's going to make me very exciting when I get to fill a gap on these AB diamonds, I think. Well, not so much fill a gap, but fill another pot and bring the colour love into this. Okay, let's go to pinks. So pinks here, they're all pinks. They're definitely all my pale pinks. And then that one's probably classed as a pinkish. I definitely wouldn't say it's a neutral, which is what's left afterwards. So palest, let's go for 818. Get this one in. Now I think in my koala painting, isn't 818 paler than 819? Oh no, 819 is showing as paler. And I thought 818 was paler than 819. Anyway, I'm just putting them in with the numbers that they say they are. And that 819 matches that 819. So I will go with that. 819. So I do have this one in two places. And I did have a pink, another pink as well, that's in with my Paint Gem, so that will move over. And I've just put that bag over there and I don't need to. What I need to do is put them in here. Means I have less to update in my logbook, but I'm still going to have a really good stash. Oh, I need to check the pink one that I added in my Paint Gem. The pink one in here, this one, I didn't have this one before, so I need to remember to add that as well. So I'll leave that out to remind me. See, this is what happens when I do too many things at once. Okay, 963 I want to do next. 963. A little build up my pink stash, which is definitely what I wanted to do, or my thought when I had these, because I've done a couple of the paint gem sets before and found that I really didn't have many pinks at all. Because if you think how many of these bags I started with in pinks, I've started with 3 and that's it. So, and all of them are sort of the milder 3. I had none of this bright colour, which I've just been able to add in from Fansales. So I've definitely got a nicer range now with them all. Okay, 3609. Let's tip you in. You'll end up being an empty bag. When I can get you all out. Get you tipped in. I managed to knock that. Our stoppers go in 2 different ways, and often one way is looser than the other. And I think I put it in the tighter way. They tend to both still fit, just one of them is a little bit easier to open than the other. Oh, I have got 2 603. They don't both look like 603 though, do they? That's probably the only ones that haven't matched so far. But it's okay, because we're on my ABs. And I don't mind my ABs not having a DMC number, as we learnt with those blue ones. So I think I'm just going to have 2 pots for these. I'm going to have one with a number and one without. If it matched, then I would have been fine, but I think there's quite a bit of a different tone between those 2. Okay, 3727. 3727. Too many numbers. Let's pop those in. I don't even know whether to sort of leave these and top them up a little bit later. You know, leave the bags and just have this as my ABs. I think I do need to process it a little bit more. Do let me know down below if you have an opinion on what I should do ABs wise. I know this will really, really work for actually using ABs. Won't work for normal diamonds. My photo boxes work beyond are the best storage system, and I have no inkling to change those at all. But I do think that ABs wise, because they're ones that I tend to add to paintings sort of ad hoc, they are ones that I need to look at. Okay, these are all browns. That's a white. And then in here I have whites, greys. I do have that dark brown. And then black. So I think whites and blacks I'm going to wait. I'm going to go for browns. And this one's actually paler. Let's take some of these out again. Let's see how far we end up getting. So that's going to be pot number 2. Oh, I've got 1 down here as well though. So 648. They will all reshuffle when I put the Paint Gem ones back in, but it's going to be a while before I do that. So I want it to look pretty in the meantime. I just want it to look nice. Sort of going with that order, I think. Maybe that order. Maybe these are a bit more beige. See, that was going to go there, but what I'm actually thinking is I'm going to put this one that's sort of not the same tone. 4, 3, 6. 4, 3, 6. It was a lot easier when I was pulling these DMC stickers to put in my spare storage and just pulling them off in order. So much easier than playing Hunt That Number. Which number do you want? Okay, let's put this at the end of there and then start the rest of the browns. Okay, 3, 8, 6, 1. So right near the end. 3, 8, 6, 1. I'll put those in. Oh, looking so pretty. Okay, 840. And that does go on to the next sheet. Sheet 2. 840. Nearly there though. I wonder if I'll end up being able to get some of these beige type colours. These type colours in here, because I think that'll be nice if I put those in some little touches on some paintings if it suits. Okay, 898. Dark brown, and then an even darker brown is 3371, which is this dark brown, which will then go nicely into black, and then I'll put my white. I don't know if it's in the right order, but I feel like it looks nice. And that's the main thing. And then the rest of my 3371 I actually want to put into here. I may put some of my others in actually as well. Right. So if we now go to black, or do I go grey then black? Oh, I feel like I should go grey then black. And I actually feel like I have 3 different... See, I've got those labelled up as 5200, but I think they're more 3865. They're 5200. Bright white. A few different shades of white. But let's do these greys first. So 318. And then I might just put all 3 shades of those whites in, because I use whites a lot. Okay, let's just get you out. Little bit of static. Not too much, more stubbornness than a huge amount of static. They stick into the tray a little bit, but not too much. Not enough that I can't knock them out. Okay, 318, 414. only a handful of these, if any. No, not many at all. Let's just get them out of the pack. Come on. There we go. Again, little bit of static. Oh, pot was upside down. How on earth did I manage to put the pot upside down? It's going to be an interesting kind of playback, trying to put diamonds into a pot that is not the right way up. And I must have had it the right way up at some point, because I've taken the lid off and the sticker's the right way around. I just turned it upside down at some point. Okay, 310. 310. Okay. Then we have black. Da-da. And then I need to put whites. So 5200, I am going to go with this one, with the one from Fancels, because to me that is bright white, which is what 5200 is. It's a bright white. Then I might just label this one up as 3865, or no, this one's 3865, and I might just leave it at that, because that's a nice, it's a couple of, it's a white and an off-white theme in there. Or shall I put some of this one in, just in a pot? I'll do that, because I am going to add some other colours in as well. Okay. So that's going in as just a white. Can I get that row to be? No. When it comes, there's only one row that sort of sits at a different sort of level to the rest. Okay, that's my stickers done with. Okay, I've just changed the battery, but these stickers are done with. Trying to partly tidy up, but then I do want to pull in some others. So my purple stickers are done. My blue stickers that I pulled just to correct that bag are done for now. That's a fix for when I've decided what I'm doing fully. All these bags, so some of these have got labels on and are empty, and some of them have AB diamonds. So I've grabbed my book ring from before. I'm actually going to take out all the ones that are empty, but I'm not precious about what order the colours go on, because I'll need to sort through them before deciding. Like when I've decided how I'm going to do them, I'll have ones to add from Fancels. If they've not been added into an existing bag. So these are just the ones that I have a lot of them. That one's actually empty. So that's gone down quite a bit. So I think if I added these into these bags that are left over, I'll be able to get them all hung up on the rack, and I can just keep my ABs together that way. These are my spare bags. Most of the, oh, I didn't realise I had one was still with diamonds in it, but anyway, I am just going to pop all of these on this book ring for now as a ready to deal with later, but tidied up for now. And that's mainly because I haven't decided fully what I want to do. So ideally, that would just be my square ABs and all I have, but it's not. So I need to decide whether I want to limit myself to just this and actually, you know, in some way pass on any others that I've got, or whether I do want to house all my sort of other diamonds in one particular place, and yeah, whether I do want to have extras because I'm actually using these. Who knows? This is the one that I wanted to add in also. I'm not sure about the neon. So that is 956 neon. This was definitely from that AB painting from Rowe Diamonds. But these ice ones, they're like a frosted diamond. It's like another version of a white. And I think it would be quite nice to potentially be able to include some of these. They're still AB coated, but if you can see, they've got a different sort of look between all three of those. And I think I could replace white with any of them. I could replace it with white quite easily. Neon, I've not quite gone to replacing some with neon yet. They're still there, so if I've got them in mind to replace them, I potentially can. Of course, there is some of the small ones missing because they're here for my Paint Gem mini set. But how pretty does that look? And I think picking Paint Gems from this will be so much easier. These bottles that came out of that case, I have extra spare bottles of that size. I can't even remember where most of them came from, but I have a load of them. So I've just thrown them in with them. And then what I do want to do is update my AB diamonds from these, and I need to remember this one, so I'm going to do this first. 602 square AB, yes. 5200, have I? Yeah, I have got that ticked. 898. This is where I play Hunt the Numbers again. 898. That's a 3-3. Let's just try and do what I can get on this one page first. 840. 436. AB. Tick in the left column to say it's in square. 648. In square. That's a 3-7. 603. In square. 963. Then we have 834, 720, which I actually didn't have. I'm surprised on that one. 972, got that one. 740, so I have 741 and 742 in both rounds and squares. 606. Boosting up these ABs. 818. So I've actually got 818, 819 and 820 now. 550. 817. Oh, and 817. It's a row of 4. 8, 2, 3. That one's not on this page. That one's not. 904. 890. 890. 602. I've already ticked that one. Have I got 2 bags of 602? Oh, no, it's the rest of the bag from that one. I didn't need to pull that out, so I didn't forget it. See, I told you, brain going. Okay, that's a 3-7 and that's a 3-8. Okay, so now at least I'm not flipping the page back and forward. So 3861. Got 3865. That's the number I've never ticked for ABs. I'm going to tick that because I think the ones that are labelled 5200 are definitely more of a dull colour. 3746. They're now called 3865 in my game. Oh, I missed one. I missed 2. Okay, I'll do those in a minute. 3760. 3072. 3801. Where are you? All the way up there. 3727. And 3328. And then we'll go back to the 2 that you guys probably know I missed them and how, but I don't. 890. Oh, I've already ticked it. 904, have I already ticked that one? As well, I have. Okay. So there you go. You guys are probably just telling me you've already ticked that one. But hey, it's the end of a long day for me. Okay, so that Fancels sorting out of my AB diamonds turned out a little bit differently. With thanks to Fancels, with thanks to the fact that I had my Fancels order out on my desk and decided to do the unboxings for them first today. Normally I wouldn't have done. Normally I would have took them out of the way, but because I'd started filming and I needed one for Friday anyway, I thought, oh, let's just do the week afters as well. Like, it's here, it's on the side of my desk, and then when I put it away I don't have to pull it out and do an unboxing again. And because of that is when I unboxed this. I do unbox this on Friday, and you'll see my brain ticking to decide to use it for ABs. But the plan was actually for this to be unboxed next month. So I'm very happy that I chose to do that, though it has sent this AB video down a different path. But that's better than having got all my ABs kitted up into those baggies and then unboxing this and deciding I wanted to put ABs in this. But I think I have a very nice selection of ABs now. It may or may not grow as diamond paintings come and go, and you know what, that's fine. If I feel like I'm missing some colours, at least now I can look and see what. And this works really well because it's an active thing that I'm using often. I say I wouldn't use this for my normal spares. No matter how much space I had, I wouldn't use this for my normal spares because I feel like it would be taking up too much space for what it is. But for ABs and other speciality type ones, so the fact that I've got the glitter drills in here that will then come into here, and I've got those ice ones. I actually need to put some glow in the dark in here as well, so I might put some of the white glow in the dark as well. And the fact then that I have all the diamonds that I can embellish my paint gem ones with is ideal. So what I'm going to do, this is the Art Dot container with drawers with pots in. which I may just be using the drawers for other stuff. I've not fully decided. But I'm going to use that to just hold my ABs for now. It holds my AB pens so that when I kit up a painting that needs an AB pen, I can grab one. And it holds my tweezers and stuff that I just need to grab for. I'm going to put those ABs up there, say while I process whether I want to have ABs in a second place or not. But I'm very, very happy with my squares in here. I like the little pots for them, I think. I think I can see, even when I've only got a few, I can see the pot better than if I used, say, the likes of the big pots. It's not going to be as easy to see the bottom, which is why I'm using this and not using the likes of my drawer system. So anyway, I'll put those with my paint gem for future use. I hope this video was helpful, even if it does seem a little bit chaotic. But let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think this will be a good way to store ABs? You know, or do you use ABs and things differently? So you store them differently? What works for you? Let me know, because I'm always prone to changing if there's something that works better. But thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.